Good morning, everyone. In the today's class of our non-destructive evolution subject, we'll be moving on with respect to the next unit. That is fifth unit, infrared ray inspection and thermal testing process. So here is the syllabus related to the unit number 5. Infrared rays and thermal testing processes. Indeed, to identify different dimensional statistics of the any kind of objects related to a structural objects or confined to the estimated level of projection level objects. Almost all the living kind of objects and non-living kind of constructional aspects also can be measured with respect to this infrared process and thermal testing process. In this, as far as our syllabus point has been considered, like to proceed regarding the basic introduction and principles regarding the operational statistics of this infrared rays and the thermal testing processes. The basic fundamentals related to it. In the case of this thermal testing process, how the heat transformations will be getting taken place at different objects which we need to measure, and based upon the applications such as the thermal power plants, internal boiler conditions, in what way the examining process need to be considered. And moreover, it has two different kinds of techniques where a non-bearable temperature leads at that particular zone. Majorly, this non-contact base of thermal inspection process will be getting done, and where the resistance capability of a level is being existing. Normally at that particular place, the contact devices will be made with respect to the object which we need to be measured. And moreover, the areas or the applications such as the heat sensitive paints, heat sensitive papers, quenched phosphorus liquid crystals. This phosphorus very much uh, widely utilized in n number of applications for the blasting kind of situations. Even in the crackers manufacturing also, this phosphorus plays a major role indeed to create the fire exhorting technology. So at that particular range, that is liquid phosphorus, which is much more hazardous in operations. So indeed to examine over that, like the chemical composition, the blending agitations regarding the work progress can be clearly examined by the above two testing methodologies. And what are the different techniques need to be applied related towards the liquid crystals and over the coatings. So non-resistive or a resistivity containing coatings. We all aware that black is the polymer that is applied over the materials that is very much reactant with respect to the heat energy. It's a good absorbent as well as good dissipator of the heat. Moreover, to a maximum level, if 100% has been considered, to a maximum level, that is 75 to 80% leads to the good absorbent in the case of this black, and 25% will be the reflection. Whereas this white has been considered color or polymer strategy, which we will be utilizing for the painting activity, a white color plays a major role for a good dissipator, that is a reflector, we can say. Hence, black is the observant and white is the good reflector. So, nominally, for materials strategy for maintaining the perfect properties, mechanical properties within the object, in order to safeguard from the oxidation process or to the environmental conditions which are happening within the normal atmospheric range of temperature, such as climatic changes or uneven situations that are being taking places externally, especially for the ferrous content of objects, the rusting will be getting taken place because of the oxidation process. So if at all that has been, the polymer has been applied, that the material will be getting resisted. So that resisted layers, by upon passing these infrared rays over that polymer materials, also clearly can be examined the overall strategies, or even can be found out that how much thickness or how much gauge length that particular printing agitations are being getting done over different kinds of materials. So these are the greater alignments will be learning or safeguarding over the materials can be learned in detail in the subject point of view. And indeed, to compete with this kind of experimentational processes, how many methods are existing for us? And what are the range of the radiation should be utilized from the equipment? And what are the devices that will be utilized as an transmitters and detectors? Based upon that, the behavior of the materials can be examined very much clearly. And different kinds of applications such as IR imaging in aerospace applications and different electronic applications. Electronic applications in the sense our mobile is the best example over that, or else our television, for which from the satellite the signals will be getting grasped to an antenna such as sun direct, etc. Different kinds of dishes that we will be placing over the upstairs of our house, and concerned cable will be getting connected to the control unit, that is motherboard, to the television. So automatically the infrared rays, because of the infrared rays, the capability that is being getting drawn from the satellite, which is far away from the earth, is being getting grasped to a tower which is fixed at the upstairs of our house, and with the help of the cable it is being stabilized in its strategy of displaying the information in the form of a pictorial representations, or else in the form of an theoretical representations over the display screens. So that will be coming under the electronic components. In the same wise, the applications were very much widely utilizing in our mobile devices also. For example, in order to connect the internet with the help of the Wi-Fi connectivity, this infrared rays plays a major role. So transferring of the infrared rays or energy for the internet establishment to the other devices which is not having the connectivity, in the form of the signals up to a particular range of its field, from which the device that you are transmitting the internet in the form of an infrared rays. So even another one more application also we will be observing naturally that is transferring of the information either in the form of videos or else pictorial representations or else the songs, etc., and any of the documents also in the form of our WhatsApp, Twitter, this and all, or also which whatsoever it may be the IoT basis of things that are being executed with respect to this infrared rays. One more best common example is that share it happened. Almost you people are utilizing in your mobiles also. So indeed to transfer the material in the form of a documents or else any of the movie or songs such like that information from one mobile device to the other mobile device, the infrared rays plays a major important role. So with the help of without direct contact from one device to the another device, this infrared rays is placing the major role of transferring the information from one device to the another device. So indeed to happen that particular mode of application or that particular mode of transferring the signals or information, entire information from one device to the other device, to which range the infrared rays need to be maintained in its strength basis, when its energy expand basis, in its bandwidth, when its wavelength propagation. So how much frequency should be maintained, such as nothing but the bandwidth. So if at all it has been increased furtherly, what is the synonyms that are being considered or taking place for the disturbance of the livelihood? And coming to the point of this frequency, or we will be calling as in generally the properties of the infrared rays. So how it is being generated? So from where it is being obtained infrared rays? So almost all it is naturally obtained, and because of its utilization rather than creating, upon its utilization by fixing from the different illuminating devices with a high frequency bandwidths maintenance, then only it leads to destruction to the mankind. Nominally, this infrared rays is a natural source that is available in our universe. As this diagram clearly initiating, the infrared rays has been captured from the sunlight itself. It's visible to us, but at a greater utilization of the frequency or properties, its properties, because of its properties, the random movements will be getting taken place. See here, in a radiographic, it's also a technology related towards the radiographic technology itself, coming into the radiographic technology, but it is very much high in its frequency level, that is which is hazardous in situation. See, we have already discussed in the unit number 1 regarding the X-rays, gamma rays also. The color code which is released from the ear, such as 7 segmental waves, which we will be calling as an rainbow colors. In that, the infrared rays are very much powerful, energetic, heat generative sources when compared to the other rays. Ultraviolet radiations, there's also the less frequency waves when compared to this infrared rays, that is also utilized for transferring the materials or capturing the entire devices, geometrical specifications, internal structural deviations, internal flaws identifications, any of the atomic deflections in the form of castings when the casting process is being taken place. That we'll be discussing very much detail in the class schedules. Normally, coming to this infrared rays, particularly, these are the electromagnetic waves which are lies between the visible light to the microwaves. Hence, it will be visible to the naked eye at a low frequency level, and that beyond the 5 maximum level of frequency upon utilization, it will not be displaying because of its rational movement within the confined area. So when it will be getting visible and when it will not be visible, but it leads to an deflection to the mankinds. See, coming to the wavelength of its propagation, it will be varies. The rays frequency will be varies between 4 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz and a maximum of 7.5 into 10 to the power of 11 hertz. Coming to its wavelength of propagation will be varies between 750 nanometers to 4 lakh nanometers. So coming to its wavelength, it will be in microns itself, which will be a range of accessing towards a better accuracy of working acetations that will be commencing between 4.0 to 1000 in ratio. If at all it is beyond the 4.0 and lies between 2.0 to 4.0, it's a medium range of infrared rays. And if it is visible, then it will be existing in between 0.4 to 0.7. And from 0.7 to 2.0 in the sense are nearest towards the infrared rays. So upon increasing the frequency levels, the capacity of this infrared rays is being getting varied. Coming to the types of this infrared rays radiations, they subdivide into different types as per its wavelength has been deferred. Coming to the normal mode of utilization, in the case of type A, the wavelength will be varying between 760 to 1400 nanometers. Coming to the B schedule, 1400 to 3000 nanometers, the wavelength is existing. Coming to the C type, it's an large and its wavelength varies between 3000 nanometers to 1 millimeter. So nanometers is the concept of utilizing in the range of micro range. Hence, towards the former classifications, that is varying very much nearer towards the infrared rays for examining the overall compatibilities, that it is having the capacity to obtain the entire capturing devices towards the structural or construction fields. The classifications such as nearer or shortest IRR or long RRR will not be getting sufficient in the case of its energy agitation. So this nearer or short IRR, that is varying its wavelength between 760 to 1500 nanometers, is limiting and can be visible to the naked eye. The last one. And towards the long infrared rays, 1500 to 15,000 nanometers, it will be getting varied. And how the initiation is getting taken place. And with the electrical power supply, how it is getting initiated with respect to incrementing in its strategy or wavelength, and upon increasing the wavelength and propagating certain frequency range, or nominally will be calling the bandwidth, will be getting deferred in its classification for different application point of view. That too, there will be the operational schedules can be progressed within the limited area that the race should be expressed its agitation or its monitoring range in its surroundings, the device surroundings, to a range of 1 kilometer or else to a range of 3 kilometers. That will be depending upon the different kinds of devices, and the devices will be getting worked with the help of the infrared ray capturing, such as receiving, and even for the sending, transmitting and receiving capability. Further, generator plays a major role, and hence there are two types of infrared rays generating sources upon practice, and even that it has been implemented in different fields for the exaggeration of this radiation effect. Those are categorized into two different types, which nominally used in cytotherapy. First one is non-luminous generators and luminous generators. Coming to the point of these non-luminous generators, these are also called low temperature generators, which produces the IR in the case of 750 to 15,000 nanometers range of wavelength. And nominally, this is the range that is limits to be operated for examining the pictorial representations, or else very thin structured or thin layered objects, which will be utilizing as a protective layer towards the materials. Nominally, these generators, which are heated upon the input power supply, that is AC power supply, will be utilized, and that's also will be an indirect contact with respect to the other materials such as copper or cadmium or carbon, boron, palladium, such as the materials which will be having the high electrical conductivity will be utilized for electrical power supply. And in order to make an exact flow throughout that particular material, the surrounding or blockage materials such as non-conducting materials should be mounted over this material. Nominally, we'll be visualizing in our domestical purpose also. The electrical power supply, which will be transferred with the copper, and the insulating material will be the rubber or any of the PVC range related to the polymers or rubber non-metals. And the majority of the effects which will be characterized in the case of this non-luminous generators that prove themselves in its characterization of work, leading towards an primitive characterization for getting the exact results based on the input parameters. See, this is an non-luminous generator setup that which will be utilizing only for a minimal radiation effect. Utilize it particularly in the case of domestical curing process, that is used for anti-agitation levels, which will place an already affected area at an already affected area for cross alignments and getting nullified, or nominally we will be causing this as an in the technical language as neutralization. A best example recently we have been watched in a movie also, which is Robo movie. So indeed to destroy the power, major power, that is a negative power of the aura, the neutralizer plays a major role. There's a luminous neutralizer with respect to an IR generator itself. So nominally we have watched in that particular movie also utilization of this IR rays, arresting of that particular aura, controlling by utilizing of a high demagnifier with respect to this IR radiations, infrared rays concept. So this is the generator utilized only for the less compatible regions, where nominally a dermis layer or epidermis layer which will be existing with respect to skin rashes. So the bacteria which will be combining in the medical agitation, that to an epidermis layer will be cured by passing this infrared rays. So only the temperature will be getting accessed over the infected area of the body part, and the bacteria only at that particular part will be getting reacted with respect to the intensity of these IR sensors or IR radiations passing over that particular bacteria. So that will be getting expired and will be getting moved as an heat excipating in the form of an sweating, expelling out with from the pores of the skin. So in such a way, in the medical application, it is placing a very high role that we'll be discussing in applications also very much detailedly. Proceeding with respect to the luminous generators. These are known as the high temperature generators. This emits the visible rays, can be seen with respect to our naked eye, which is having the high bandwidth, containing up to a level of 350 nanometers to 4000 nanometers of its wavelength. These are having in the form of incandescent bulb that will be existing, and nominally same with the respect of the electrical power supply, take consuming the electrical power supply in the form of the AC source. The bulb, which is having an explanation of its range, that is resisting with respect to the high tungsten capability, it's a mixture of the cadmium or palladium, emits the high radiations at a range of high temperature zones, converted and get very high intensity oriented of race generations with respect to a range of inert gas capability. So we all aware that inert gases are argon, neon, krypton, xenon, radon. So they are utilized as an catalytic gases, we can call as the catalytic gases, by maintaining a constant strategy of temperature or pressure conditions and adding of blending conditions with respect to different kinds of materials. Normally we will be saying as an alloys in our mechanical language, and nominally these will be getting exercised at a low pressure ranges and will be consisting of a filament which is made up of this tungsten, that is having the capacity of withstanding for the heat generation and nominally heat cooling factors also. And more, even the for the sessions of this lesion conditioning, that to an creation of this shorter rays. In order to create the shorter rays, we'll be utilizing this chromaticity of indenters placed at that particular impacting conditions in order to increase the radiations, or else towards the shortest, towards indeed to short the radiations by utilizing the lens agitation capability, such as the concave and convex type of lenses will be made utilized here in order to increase its propagation capability, or else to decrease the propagation capability. So based upon this, the luminous generators plays a major role in order to increase or decrease its capacity upon its wide range explicit with its band width. So these are the luminous generators in the form of incandescent bulbs. So incandescent, so utilizing of electrical power supply and exhibiting only with respect to an targeted zones upon increasing its wave propagations in the form of a infrared rays at a high temperature factors. Coming to the absorption, how this will be utilized, or how it will be getting exercised, the propagation of this infrared rays in different kinds of applications. So whether it will be penetrating, or else it will be reflecting or refracting, or else it will be scattering into different directions with respect to particular magnitude, that we'll be looking after in detail. When this IR rays has been fallen on the skin surface of the screen, it will be reflected some of the rays. So up to a maximum range, those will be getting reacted with respect to the nominal blood cell or cells formations that are being existing underneath of the skin. Nominal will be calling as an epidermis. Some of will get penetrated because of getting structural deviations or burr kind of situations occurred at the infected areas. Nominally at the infected areas, we will be visualizing as a red color, a ringworm type of sensation, or small type of spots that are being existed. And in some cases, it will be existing with respect to black marks or white color spots in the skin that nominally we used to call as rashes. So based upon the utilization, or based upon the type of application or type of modification or rectification processes, some of the IR rays will be getting penetrated, some will be getting scattered. So scattering is a concept of vibranting of the rays movements in different directions. It will make use to fall only at a particular point of the skin. It will be getting touched over it, and wherever the infected part is getting existed, throughout that infected part with different directions, that particular rays will be getting scattered, nothing but arrested of the entire infected area. Even though the infrared rays is being pointed only at one zone, it will be getting diffracted and even refracted. Ultimately, that will be getting observed to that particular reactant. So obviously in the operational zones, maximum level, the two closest level, even to 100 level percentage, 95 to 100 level percentage, perpendicularly it will be getting striked towards the skin. So that will be calling directly, the spot will be getting placed over the object. Nominally, these will be utilized only at the infected zones that we are discussing, because if it has been projected or penetrated towards the other parts also, which is having a healthy constraint, it will be absorbing the entire water content. Nominally, our flesh or epidermis or flesh which will be existing, and underneath that bones will be getting existing. So the bones, the flesh which will be consisting of high protein cells, which are circulation of blood and water in the flesh. So if at all those has been projected at a healthy zone of our body, those WBC generations and protein levels within the body will be getting affected, and hence we'll be calling it an hazardous indeed to operate throughout the body. Only at the infected area it should be projected. And if at all any other radiations, these are radiations at a high frequency has been utilized, this has to be propagated to a particular wavelength, and nominally after the diagnosis process where the infected parts are being existed, whether it need to be accepted to the internal cells of the body or else only towards the pigmentation skins levels, and blurred type of situations occurred over the epidermis of this skin, that need to be diagnosed initially and later on need to be operated. So absorption will be having a wide range in different application point of view. And hence coming to the laws of regulating absorption of this radiation, we are having different laws for the absorption of these radiations that we'll be discussing in the next class. Thank you. Maintain the attendance similarly by increasing and even increase the range of the attendance also.